Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Păi nu sunteți, mă. Nu e nimeni cu camera deschisă. Just a second, because we have some problems, some technical problems. Sorry. Okay, so sorry for the... We are now here.
Hello! Aude tot telefonul. E lângă tine. Se aude, Andreea. Se aude.
Puteți înainte cu...
Există fost. Hello, sorry. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. Hi, Viorica. Today we will see Natalia live. No, Natalia.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Thank you. Good.
Good.
And you?
Well, a little bit with many problems. Like we started the university, we begin the university on 1st of October, so there are many things to solve.
Yes.
It's okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Ce vorbeam astăzi? We spoke today about imagination, yes, but we are just a few. We wait for the others. We will wait. We will wait. Am făcut hotspot.
Și cum hotspotul îi făcea la fel.
Da, atunci să lăsăm, mai mi se pare.
Vadă de victimă.
Okay. Suntem doar cu două cursante.
Okay, so do you hear me if I talk like this? As we have a problem with the sound, I'm trying to get it fixed, and probably until the tomorrow I will get it fixed. So you will not hear me as bad as you can hear me now, because we're on two laptops and we're trying to find a solution to don't have problems due to the microphone. So today we're talking about imagination, and I hope we hope that you read the theoretical resources and also the and you saw the video. Sorry, not the movie, the video. If you have any questions related to the things that you read
Yes.
and
Yes,
you watched in the movie.
Yes.
in the
And if you
video.
have questions, or please tell us what you think about imagination. It's important. On the scene, it's very important. But in life, it's important to have imagination for people. Why?
Extremely important. Otherwise, life would be boring and not interesting to live. But maybe a person who is more, logical will contradict me. But then I will not remind them, but I would kindly ask them to look at what Albert Einstein said. And he said, logic can take you from A to Z, but the imagination can take you everywhere. And this is one of my favorite quotes. And I quite often challenge the students to let their imagination go wild. And because imagination, just like it was mentioned there, actually what came as a surprise for me was that imagination consists of two components: creativity and empathy. So empathy came as a surprise to me, literally. When thinking about it, it makes sense, because you have to go deep down inside you in order to be able to understand your feelings, in order to be able to create. And then there are the romantics, right, who basically laid the foundations of not of the importance of imagination, but let's say imagination was their god. And all the works that they created was because they believed in the power of imagination.
You think imagination is important in, I don't know, mathematics maybe, or physics, or in science?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't think so. I thought that only, the humanities are the ones who should deal with it and be concerned with it. But first of all, I read about Albert Einstein. Then I discovered the book by Stephen Hawking. His last book, Short Answers to the Big Questions, if I'm not mistaken. And he's the one speaking about the power of creativity and how important it is. And he also cites Einstein, saying that Einstein first imagined the waves, and then he came up with the theory, but he had that power, he imagined, and then he calculated, and to me that came as a discovery. They also need imagination. So even mathematicians, in order to solve the problems, creatively approach the problems, this is also necessary.
This is true. Yes, it's true. But unfortunately, in school today, the children are invited to work just with with science, and they learn that science is so rigid, and so it's not something who you can they are not invited to work with creativity.
And I don't know if you watched, there is a famous, one of the most watched TED Talk by Sir Ken Robinson, who said, does school kill creativity? And basically, this is what he says, what you have just said. People pay so much attention to maths, even maybe languages, but they pay no attention to creativity. And he speaks about the creative power of kids, because kids are extremely creative at first, and somehow we as grown-ups, by making them learn stuff, rigid stuff, we kill that creativity. And he spoke about why so little, by the way, just so little attention is paid to theater. Why don't they do theater at school? He was the one saying this idea as well.
Yes, yes, this is true. This problem. It's, you said about language. Yes, in Romania, the teachers, the Romanian language teachers, they mortalize this project, this course. They said the language is that, it's here, that the grammatics is very important, how you construct a phrase, or how you construct, it's okay. Yeah, you have to do this or do that, and the children, they don't let be creative, even in Romanian language. That's why Romanian language today, it's like more science and no yes, this is a very and I think this is a disease in this century. It's like a disease. Everything, it's information, mathematics, science, everything is so clear, it's white or it's black, it's we don't have many colors. We have two, three colors. Everybody, it's gray or white or black. Yes, this is a
life
very...
is complex.
Yes, I know. And in theater, we work with imagination. This is our way to be. We imagine words. The children know the word between with games. They imagine games. They understand words with games. This is just an imagine word. Like Beatles say, imagine all the people. Yes, imagine. Everything is in childhood. It's about imagine, and then we killed this imagination, and we said, no, stop. This is reality, just science, just, and this is not good. That's why we want to make a world with imagination. And we will.
But we have managed to achieve so many things so far because of the imagination, because our ancestors had the power to imagine things. And this is how we have come up with, but I don't know why. We are probably lazy and we don't want to.
Yes, but I think this is a problem of this century. The problem is like, it's here in education, and education kills every day the imagination. And online, I think this is very good problem for little.
There is also the energy that we need to exchange while interacting face to face, getting to know one another. This also contributes to making up the picture. And online, this is basically not achievable, particularly when the cameras are turned off.
Yes. It's killing for us. It's like we spoke to the nobody.
Why? Because as you read in the theoretical resource, it's about the mirror neurons that are activated while we see something. If we do not see that particular situation, a person that is suffering or that is expressing some kind of emotion, may be a good one, a positive one, or a negative one, we cannot trigger our empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy is triggered only by these mirror neurons that are activated when we see. If we don't see, then there is no empathy. Because, and yes, during this process, I mean, we see what's happening, and then we put the question, the magical question, as Stanislavski would say, that is the question that helps every actor. What if I was in that situation? And you start to understand that person. You start to understand the way that person thinks. You start to understand that what that person feels in that particular situation. So that's why it's very important for us to see, because in only by seeing, these mirror neurons are activated. That's why, for example, for children, it's very important to see their adults' faces, the faces of the adults that are surrounding them, because in the first part of the life, they don't even know about emotions. So the adult is the one that is helping them, mirroring their emotion. When he's smiling, he says, "Oh, you're smiling. Look, it's like this." And so slowly, step by step, they learn about emotions and what connecting to each other, to the other means.
And develop these neurons, because we don't have, when we birth, we don't have these neurons. These neurons is developing. Yes. Okay, let's start with a game about developing the imagination. It's a simple game.
And it's very good for making your warm-up, or the warm-up for the people you are working with. Ask them to imagine that in front of them there is a small ball of energy. So I'm asking you now to just look around you and find this ball of energy. It should be around you somewhere. Just look for it. And I will know for sure when you find it, because you have a certain expression on your face. Like you found it, you finally found what you were looking for. So find this little ball of energy and just look at it. And suddenly this ball of energy just comes towards you and enters your body through your nose. And this ball of energy is starting to move your nose. So you imagine you have this ball of energy in your nose. So your nose is going crazy because this ball of energy is just playing around in your nose. So play around in your nose. Okay, so it's in your nose and goes up to your forehead. The ball of energy is in your forehead, then it goes in your throat, inside your throat. So play around, because you know this ball is really, really playing with your throat. Then in your right shoulder, in your right elbow. You can get up if you want from your chairs. You don't have to. You're not glued to the chairs. And in your right fingers. And then this ball is just duplicating itself, and it arrives in your left elbow. And you have it in your right hand and in your left elbow. And then from your left elbow, it goes to your hips. And from your right hand, it goes to your chest. So you have one in your chest and one in your hips. And then one goes in your right foot, and the other one goes in your bottom. So this is interesting and really warming up our bodies. And then one goes in your right foot, in your left foot, sorry. For you, it's your left foot. And the other one goes in your head once again. Okay? And now both of them just get out of your body and you're back on your chair. And you can play around like this in many ways. Just let your imagination do the trick, do its part. You can also ask children, for example, if you are working with people that are not, they don't need so much energy, but they need to focus more, to focus their attention more or be calmer. You can ask them, for example, to imagine that this ball is a little insect instead, like a ladybug, you know? And this ladybug is on your right finger, then it goes on your palm, then it goes on your elbow, on your shoulder, on your chest. And the game changes in this way because you're not using the ball energy anymore, but you are using your body, and you can do slower movements than with a ball of energy, for example. So it depends with what type of group you are working, and you can adapt it.
Can we change the name of the ball? For example, we say the ball of energy, but then we can say, I don't know, the ball of focus if we want
Yes.
to.
You can play with that, yeah. Ball of focus. It can also be a ball that burns. And how do you feel when it burns? So it burns, it burns, it burns, then perhaps this ball is freezing. And how does your body feel when you're freezing? Because the movement changes. But what it is very important when we talk about imagination is the fact, I don't know if you can see me, if you are, just a second.
No, we can see you. Not on the main screen, but on the small screen.
Yeah, please pin your
Do you hear me now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
pin your display,
So
Andrea.
you will hear me
please.
because perhaps not all of you are in gallery screen, and yeah. Okay. So Raluca, sorry if you were saying something, I cannot hear you.
I was saying that pin yourself because we are looking at an empty chair.
Ah,
In
Okay.
the recording will be an empty chair. Please pin yourself when you
Okay.
are speaking. Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, you were asking me about, yeah, because everything that we imagine, like every feature that we think about will change the movement that we use. But it's very important when we talk about imagination and doing things with imagination, doing exercises with imagination, it's very important that at the beginning, before these imagination games, to have some games in which we have the direct contact with object or with the elements of the nature. Because if you're asking somebody, okay, so this ball of energy is transforming in one of fire that burns. But if that person, for example, doesn't have the experience of being burned or of something that is very hot, he or she won't be able to do the exercise. Because imagination, yes, it exists and we have it. We have plenty of it. We lose it if we don't exercise it enough, but we have it. The thing is that imagination is built or starts from real objects that surround us. So the first layer, the first level from which we start is reality. And then imagination comes and can transform reality.
So again, it's a follow-up. Yesterday we spoke about how important spontaneity is to be anchored in reality, and imagination just the same. It is important to be anchored in reality.
It's important. It's not important to be anchored in reality, but to have the real experience before it.
I see.
Because,
yeah.
for example, I can. Okay, Victoria. Good luck. If, for example, we play with a ball and we want to do an exercise, you can do this. We could have done this, but it's more difficult to do it online, especially if we are just the three of us with our cameras open. So imagine you have a ball, and this ball is an imaginary one. And I'm just telling you that, okay, so let's throw this ball. Each one of us will throw the ball, but you need to give some characteristics of this ball. You need to tell the people, okay, so the ball is now heavier. The ball is now burning. The ball is now small and very soft. The ball is now very, very big. All these characteristics change the way we interact with that object. So if we don't have the direct experience with that object, we cannot afterwards use our imagination and imagine how that ball is big. Because if we didn't interact with the ball that is big, we don't know how we need to handle the ball.
We cannot relate to it.
Yes, because, okay, so if I never played with a ball, I will not know how to hold it when I want to throw it, because I cannot throw it like this with my hands straight. I need to feel it, to grasp it, to have a grip on the ball so I can have it in my hands and then throw it to somebody else. So this is, for example,
I now understood why empathy is the second element. So now via this example, it made sense. Because I need to feel, right, and so that I can relate.
Yeah. And you need to see, you need to have the direct contact, I call it, but it's the experience with that object. Because if you don't have it, you cannot put your imagination at work and imagine how I would act if I would do I don't know what thing, or if I had to hold a ball in my hand.
So now I understand it's not about the reality. This ball might not be here with me at present, but I think of a ball probably I liked so much, and then I start.
Yes, it's something like that. Yes, and from that experience that you have with the ball, you can start building up and adding elements, and then that ball can be heavier. Perhaps you didn't work with the ball that was heavy, like the gymnastics types of ball. That there are some balls that are heavier. Perhaps you didn't have an experience with that type of ball, but perhaps you had an experience with some type of package or something that you hold in your hand, and it was very heavy. So you have the experience of the ball, and then you take that thing, how heavy is felt in your body, and so you can add the two elements, and you can imagine you have now a ball that is really, really heavy. And how are you going to interact and use your body when you have this job to throw a ball to your partner, a ball that is heavier than it was before? If I'm not clear, please do ask me more so you have it clear, because it's very important. Sometimes, for example, this mistaking is usually done. People start experimenting with imaginary objects, imaginary situation, before letting those people have the direct experience with the elements, objects, or whatever they are going to experiment with. You cannot experiment if you don't have something to rely on. You can build from that thing that you have, from that experience. You can add to it, you can embellish it, you can enrich it. That's why we say imagination enriches reality. Because, for example, I can see this pen, but each one of you perhaps will have another story about this pen. Perhaps for me, it's just a simple pen that I'm using and it's blue and I like it very much, but perhaps for one of you, it will have another description because you think, oh, that's a special pen that perhaps she's using for giving grades or things like that because it has gel in it and so on and so forth. Each one of us can build, but we need to have something
starting point.
the starting point. Because otherwise we cannot
and that's
build.
why at present Bogdana was saying that at school it's killed, and Ken Robinson also said it in his speech, and it makes sense to me that at present already university students, they can't imagine things because they can't relate. First of all, this was not developed, but they can't relate to a previous experience because they didn't have it.
Yeah, it's true. Yes. So that's why it's very important to create all sorts of situation or opportunities for the people that we are working with, so that they will have the chance to experience all sorts of situations. So that is why it's very good to have practical things with theoretical elements combined. For this reason, because you can learn better and you understand better what you have to deal with. Now let's go on and imagine ourselves that I think that all of you have a pen around you. All of you, I mean, the two people that have their cameras on. If somebody else wants to join, please do so, because it will be more interesting than working in 3 people. Okay, so we have this pen, and
We will punish Natalia next time because she promised to be today with her camera on.
Where is Natalia?
I
don't
know.
think she is. I don't think she's on, because she said that she's going to be with her camera. So I don't think she's in the Zoom. I think she probably had some. Yeah, she's not in the Zoom. So probably she had some classes or something she forgot about yesterday when we talked. Yay, Gayen opened her camera. Thank you, Gayen. So do you have a pen? Do you have a pen?
Yes, I will take it. Just
Thank
a
you.
moment.
So take a pen just to have it, because we will use pens. You can also do this game with, for example, toilet paper, and it can be really funny, and you'll see why. It's also very funny. Another game with toilet paper you can use for getting to know the people you're going to work with. Do you know that one with the toilet paper? Okay, so for example, imagine that you have, I don't have here toilet paper, but imagine that this is my toilet paper, but it should be the toilet paper that is already divided in squares, you know? The one that has already the cuts made. Okay, so for example, if we want to meet the group that we don't know, you can bring some toilet paper and everybody will start laughing because you brought toilet paper. And then you'll just ask them, you'll pass the toilet paper to them, and you'll ask each one of them to grab as many pieces of toilet paper they feel they need. So some of them, you'll observe this thing. Some of them will be really, really scared and will take just one piece of toilet paper. Some of them will say, I don't need toilet paper, because they already think that you're going to ask them to do something with that toilet paper. So they want to escape from it. But each one of them needs to grab some pieces of toilet paper, even though it's just one. Okay, so, and some of them will take like 20, 25 pieces, because they say, well, it's I don't know what's going to happen, but I need toilet paper. Okay, so after the toilet paper reaches you, once again, you'll ask each one of them to say as many things as they can about themselves, as how many toilet papers they grabbed from the toilet paper roll. Okay, so they need to share as many things as toilet papers they have, pieces of toilet papers they have. And it's very funny, because when it reaches the people that grabbed like 20 or 25 toilet paper pieces, they're like, oh God, but what I'm going to do now? Well, for sure, they will find 20 or 25 things about themselves. You just need to let them do the job. And you'll have like two, let's say, goals obtained with this game, through this game, because you're also help them knowing each other, because they will share things about themselves. They can also say their name, but not as a toilet paper piece, but before they start saying the things about them, to share also their names. But they also will laugh, and they will do this in a relaxed way. It's like an ice-breaking game. It's an ice-breaking game, but
I just imagined, if we didn't have the pandemic, most probably we all would have met face to face.
Yes.
And just probably you would have brought toilet paper.
For sure, for sure. You know why? Because for people that are serious like we are, because we're all teachers and we are the serious ones, it's very good to, from time to time, to have a moment in which we can laugh and we can feel like stupid about it. Yes, toilet paper, it's fun. Let's do it. And in this way, you can break the ice with the group. It's an ice breaking also. It's not only that they meet and they get to know each other, but it's also helping them to feel integrated in that group, because they will all laugh about it. So it's helping them relax in the same time, even though they have to share things about them, and that can be really stressful for some of them. For some of us, doesn't matter. Always
if you
in
have
a group,
26, that's
yes,
quite a lot.
Yeah, but you find there are things that you can share about you and feel comfortable with sharing, because of course everybody needs to share only the things that he or she is comfortable to share. We never push people to share something that they don't feel comfortable with, because it's a thin line there, and it's a very delicate situation, and it's their private space that needs to be respected. But coming now back to our game, you can do this game also with toilet paper. You can have it in your mind. And now let's start the game. For example, we all have now our pens, and I will invite you to change the functionality of the pen, which means that, for example, we are not going to use this pen as we normally do, but try to transform the identity of the object. I mean, for example, this, if I do like this, transforms in what?
Lipstick.
Yes. And so I'm passing it to you, Viorica, because you were the one that guessed, and you'll start doing the same action, okay? And then when you feel like using your spontaneity, because we talked about it yesterday, you will change the object. Okay, so you'll first use it as a, but really try to believe
I will
that
change the functionality, not the object, right? The functionality of the object.
Yeah,
so
but we can
I
think that when we change the functionality, we actually change the identity of the object. It's no longer it's no longer a pen, what I'm holding here, but a lipstick. Because I really believe that this is a lipstick, and I'm beginning to use it as a lipstick. Because you see, the position changed. My position changed. I'm looking at this Zoom. It's helping me a lot because I have a mirror. So yeah, okay. So I'm passing
I'm using
you the lipstick. Yes, but no talk. So let's try not to talk. I'm passing you the lipstick. You'll start using the lipstick, and when you feel like, change it, but spontaneously, how you feel like you can change it. Okay, and who guesses will take the lead. Okay, and so on and so forth.
Drive? You drive?
Mm-hmm.
You are driving, yes, I guess.
So now, Gayan, it's your turn. You will start by driving, and then you will change. Mm-hmm. Give us more hints, because we cannot guess what object is the one that you are.
I'm thinking.
No, but you have to change the object. Like, it had the functionality of a driving wheel, and now you transform it perhaps in a roller, that one that you use for your face. I thought that it was that one, you know?
Yes, yes. Huh.
The quartz roller.
I don't know.
You can use it as a quartz. You can use it now as a quartz roller if you want, because I already thought that it was a quartz roller. When you started doing like that, I thought it was a quartz roller. So you can use it like that if you want.
It's a comb.
Viorica, your turn. Abhishek, you can join whenever you feel like.
Yeah, sure.
A toothbrush.
A toothbrush. Gayan, it's your turn. And when you feel like, you can change it. A
spoon?
It's okay, yes. Because I started your action, yes. It's a spoon. It's a fork, a spoon.
A phone.
Phone.
Viorica, you guess. Okay.
Like a water bottle.
Microphone.
Gayan, yeah.
Mm,
Like a pendulum.
what?
Abhishek, keep it for you. When you guess, you can guess now what Gayen does, and then you can propose yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Gayen. So, what's your proposal? Yeah, it's a microphone and. Okay. Abhishek, do you guess what she's doing?
It is. It looks like a headphone and listening songs.
Yes, true. Now you do the same movement because you're taking from her the movement, the object, you're taking the object from her, and then you can propose what you wanted to say
Okay.
before.
Okay.
A clock.
Exactly. Can you guess?
Abhishek, but it doesn't go like that. She guessed, she said that it was a clock.
No, that was clock. That is correct. Now it is different one.
Ah,
Yeah.
we don't see the object.
Is it visible now?
No.
No, an engine. Is it an engine?
No, it was a ceiling fan.
It was a fan.
Hope you want, try to
Okay.
simulate. Sir.
Okay.
The fan wings are running in a clockwise.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Viorica was close because she said it's an engine. So Viorica, you can go on. We don't see the object. Wait.
Flying.
A bird.
Bird. Yes.
Flying,
Bird
yeah.
fly.
When you have another idea, Gayen, you can change.
Hello.
Something falling.
No, it is a missile, targeted missile.
Eureka.
It's a missile.
Missile. Do you think missile?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
Diving.
Diving. Diving.
It is close to falling, but you are guess. You guess.
Okay.
It's a baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't see my table, so I'm going to do like this.
Knife.
A knife.
Yes.
Gayen.
Knife. Yeah. Yeah.
A hammer?
What?
No, no.
What?
I thought it is a hammer.
Yes,
but Abhishek,
yes. Yes,
It's a
hammer.
body spray.
No,
Perfume.
it's a hammer.
It's a perfume, ma'am.
Hello,
No,
everyone.
Hello, Natalia.
Hello. Hello.
So what it is, Natalia? What is this?
It's a hammer.
Oh my God.
Natalia, because you were late, now you have to guess everything.
So what we're doing now, we use a pen, we use an object, and with our imagination, we change the functionality, the identity of the pen. So instead of being a pen, it becomes, for example, this thing that we're all now trying to figure out what it is because we can't. So it's not the hammer. It's maybe a drop of water. A drop of water. Like
No, it's a hammer.
Ah, it's a hammer. Ah, okay. So Viorica was the one that guessed it's a hammer.
Hammer?
Hammer, yeah, it was a hammer.
Oh, okay.
So now Viorica is doing the hammer and she will change with something else. It's a book.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we will do 2 or 3 rounds for Natalia as well, so she will join in when she feels like.
Airbrush. It's a hairbrush.
No, it's not. It's a mascara. It's a mascara. Viorica did it again. She guessed again. So Viorica, it's you.
Fact is that I do not use it, but I use airbrush.
Ah, okay. So she's doing now what I proposed. Then she's going to propose something else. And Natalia, if you guess, you will be the one that continues the game.
It's a cigar. Cigarette.
Okay.
So now, Natalia, it's your turn. No, first you take what she proposed, what Viorica proposed with the cigarette, and then you change.
It's a chocolate.
Chocolate. Gayan.
Yes, it's a chocolate. Water, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Drink.
Bottle.
Yeah.
Is it a bowl or bottle, Gayan? Yes, Natalia,
Yes,
you were right.
yes.
Natalia, it's your turn again.
Okay.
Yeah, because we played it for several rounds, so it's your time now.
A flute?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So do you want to play it for one more round, or can we stop here? I would
Viorica
stop
is,
here. Viorica, okay.
yeah.
Viorica is the last. Viorica.
I don't know what kind of object to
every road.
imagine.
Every road go to Viorica, yeah. um,
Compose.
What?
composer, yeah.
Composer, yes.
Like you're coordinating
yeah.
an orchestra. An orchestra,
I tried to make something else, but I can't just.
Is it a flag?
Yeah, a holiday, and I'm celebrating.
Okay, so I guess the flag. Yeah, okay. So you got the point of the game. The thing is that it's very useful because when you have to do like suddenly something else with the object, it's quite difficult. That's why it's easier when you take what the other one proposed and you do the action. And then meanwhile, at some point, your spontaneity comes in and you find with your imagination another functionality for the object. So that's why we take from the one that proposes the action, we take her or his proposal, we do it, and afterwards we do another proposal. The game also can be done with something that, for example, you can ask all your participants to stand in a circle and you put some objects in the center of the circle, like a scarf. This game is really good if you're doing it with a scarf, because the scarf is something that you can transform in so many things, and it's easy to transform it and to see it transforming in some other objects, elements of the surrounding space. You can also use chairs, other objects, and you can ask people to come and take one object of the center and try to invent another functionality for that object, to interact with the object, thinking that it has another functionality than the one that we normally use with that certain object. Like the pen, it's no longer for writing, is for mascara, lipstick, something else, singing, and yeah, all the objects that you brilliantly found today. What I'm proposing you, like, it's to have some minutes of break because it's been already an hour since we are here and we don't want to stress you too much.
No. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Andrea. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry. I've received the mail for a minute. Half an hour ago. No.
It was 1 hour ago.
It was 1 hour ago. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We were actually wondering why Natalia is not here, because she said that she's going to be here and we wanted to do the game with guessing your face, and Professor Bogdana was, but Natalia is not here. She's missing today. So where is she?
Why I don't know, but I was preparing for 6 o'clock, but half an hour ago I checked my mail and saw the email. Yes, and then I saw that we are going to start at 5 o'clock. Why, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Oh.
It's okay, don't worry. It's okay. But it's good that we have you here because we really want to do the game that you proposed to us yesterday. So after the short break we will have, I think that can we meet at 15 past 5? I think it's with you.
Yeah.
15 past, 15 minutes
Yeah.
past. Okay.
6 minutes.
Yes, like 6 minutes. Is it okay with you? 6 minutes?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And afterwards, Natalia, will you do the game that you, and then we will do 2 more games, and yeah. But we would like to do we would like to play the game that you also proposed yesterday. So yeah.
Good.
Thank you. So see you in 6 minutes.
See you.
So we are back. Natalia, are you here? So you can do your game. We are all very excited.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
I can't join. Yesterday I have a lesson, so I can't join yesterday.
It's okay, Gayan. Yeah, it's okay. Natalia, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Now I'm here.
So we're back. Da.
Natalia, it's your you became the leader now. You are the leader now.
Okay. What we are going to do is that first of all, I need 2 volunteers. Maybe
Please.
it's.
I don't hear you.
Okay.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. First, what we need are 2 volunteers whose cameras are on. Maybe it will be Gayane and Afishak. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What we are going to do is that one of you should be a presenter and the second addressee. One of you should present a gift box to another volunteer. But at the same time, neither Gayane nor Afishak knows what is in the box. Gayane, let's ask you to be a presenter, okay?
What am
You are
I?
pretend that you are presenting a gift box to Afishak, and Afishak should open this box and show us his emotions and tell us what is in the box. Then we should see what is Gayane's reaction and what's your answer to Afishak. Do you understand?
He should guess what I am giving.
No,
Yes?
you don't know what is in the box, but you just gifting him this box with a gift in it. But neither Gayane nor Afishak knows what is in the box. But he opens the box and what is in the box? What he is thinking in the box? Do you understand or not?
Little bit.
Oh
So
no.
it's like Gayane, for example. Sorry for
I
interrupting.
am giving a gift, and I am.
You don't know what is in the
No,
gift,
what?
but you are a presenter. Yeah.
Yes.
Abhishek is addressee of your gift, but neither he knows nor you what is in the box. He opens the box and he should show us his reaction and tell us what is in the box. Then Gayane, you should answer him. What will be your answer? What will be your emotions to his reaction?
Yes.
Let us start. Gayane gives the box to Afishak.
Here, the box.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, thank
Your
you so
gift.
much. Thank you so much. And just let me open this gift. Ma'am, I have to use verbal language or through gestures only I have to say?
You can use any words, but you should tell us what you see in the box. What is the gift? And what are your reactions when you see that gift?
Okay. Wow, amazing.
Oh, what? That is what. Oh, what? What do you see there? You open the gift box and oh, I open the gift box now and I see watches there. Maybe because I love watches. I don't know.
Any other guesses?
You open the box and what do you
Yeah,
see there?
it was laptop.
And what is the process? Let us show us the process. You are opening the box and what is your reaction? Don't tell
It's,
us. Just you are in process and we should see it and we should
okay,
feel it.
you need to make a guess on it, ma'am.
I don't understand. What do I?
Means I have to show the process and you will guess on it.
No, you should tell the process and you should also tell us what is the gift. Oh, what? What's your reaction? What is in the box? Don't tell, just show the process. Like you are in your room opening your box and we are looking at you.
Please let me help you. I think this is about, if I understand this game, it's about to imagine you what is inside. You have to know what is inside. You can have a reaction.
We should
in
guess.
general.
We should
Like
guess.
I
Yes.
like I have this reaction. Wow, but I don't know what is inside. You have to think. This is inside. Inside, it's a box of chocolate, and I said I don't like chocolate, or thank you very much, or wow, it's plenty of Belgian chocolate. But you have to know, maybe inside it's a rabbit, and it's a live rabbit, or it's a live snake, or it's a live spider. Oh, this is live. You have to know. You can't have a reaction if you don't know what is inside. Please imagine you before you open, and you will know what is inside. You create this surprise. You imagine the thing, the object, or the
You want
I
to
don't
have.
know, what
you want
is
to have
inside.
like a present, yeah.
You understand me? Okay. Okay.
Okay, just allow me to open my gift. Wow, that's great.
Diana, you should now answer him. What's your reaction?
I am glad that it is my gift. You like my gift. It was amazing for you, and I think it was a surprise for you. What else?
Okay, good. Thank you, friends. And the issue is that this exercise develops imagination with game. Also, it is very important while negotiating, because when we, Gayane's reaction is very important in this part, because we are looking if Afishek's reaction is positive, then that's the gift, or then the sentence we asked him, or we are negotiating with him about, is interesting to him. And then we say, oh, I researched before and I had information that it is near to you, it is interesting to you, you like this gift, or so on or so on. But if his reactions are not so positive, we began to manage this situation. So for us as the presenters, this is very important. Afishek's our addresses reactions, yes, and it helps us to negotiate in a good and positive and productive way. And at the same part, it develops in us imagination, and it helps us to also manage our emotions, because maybe the gift is not very important or interesting, or the sentence while negotiating is not important or interesting or productive for our side. But again, we should, if we are a fishek, we should manage our emotions, yeah, because it's very important while negotiating and in every part of a negotiation. So this game develops this, I can say, complex and important issues in ourselves and skills. I was Viorica, we don't have another volunteer.
I can do with Viorica, but before we explore in the two of us the game, I just wanted to say something, to add something to what you said, related to the first hour of the class, in which we talked about imagination and empathy as well.
Oh.
And I think the game is also good for this. Yes, it's good for negotiation, but it's about empathy, about understanding the other. Yes, we have the surprise.
It's important. Yeah, sure, Andrea. Sorry,
we have the imagination that is helping us, because I receive the box and I open it and I discover there's something that is big, or perhaps it's not. It's up to each participant. And then it's about the other to observe, to watch, to see my reaction and adapt to it. And no, but I thought that you might like it. I mean, we can change it if you don't like it, but I thought that you saw, I don't know what TV show, and it was there, and you said you liked snakes, and that's why I googled for a snake, and I brought it from Africa, and I did that and things like that. So it's about imagination and empathy. And yes, it's good for negotiation processes, as you said, because you never know what's going to happen in a negotiation process. But it's about, in this game, we have imagination and empathy, the two processes developed.
Sure, with this, I mean, very important. Why I say negotiation, because these skills are very important while negotiating. Yes, the empathy, listening to each other, understanding each other's emotions, and so on and so on.
Yeah, true. So, Viorica, now that it's our turn, we have to deliver a gift. One of us needs to deliver a gift to the other one. And which one of us do you want to, or Natalia, you can say which one of us delivers the gift. And so one of us is delivering the gift, Viorica, and the one that receives the gift knows, using her imagination, what's inside the box, and we'll have a reaction and we'll say, oh, so lovely, I received the t-shirt that I always wanted with Pink Floyd, and it's my dream of the whole life, and blah, blah, blah. Or something that you don't like. It's up to you. It's up to the person that receives, and the person that offered needs to have a reaction based on the reaction that the other one has.
Yeah, manage it in the process.
We don't know what we receive, so it means I don't tell you what gift I offer you. Just you imagine what is there, right?
You have no clue. You don't know what's in the box, Viorica. Even if you are a presenter, you do not have information about this. Let us, and Andrea.
And do we have to guess? Do we have to name the gift?
Yeah. You have.
When opening the box, we have to give the reaction.
Sure. Yeah. I see. Andrea is presenting the box to Viorica, and she is an addresser.
Okay, I'm presenting you the box. I'm going to look in this camera that is down here. So Viorica, here is my present to you. Happy birthday.
did you know this is the book I wanted? Thank you so much.
I'm so glad that I managed to find it because it was so difficult. It had to be brought from England because they didn't have it here in no library.
Oh my God! There's even an autograph here of the author. Oh, thank you so much.
I'm so glad you
Good.
like it. Yeah.
Great. Everyone is happy. Yeah. That's the fact of this game. We do not have other volunteers whose camera is on, like mine was on previous session.
But it's no problem because we have another games
Yeah.
in this area. Yes. This is very nice. This was very nice game. It's important for develop imagination. It's about imagination of many people, but it's also about understand the other people. Yes, about empathy, because there are people who, like you said, they are my youngest child likes snakes. That you said. He wants to buy a snake, a big snake. I don't know. I hate snake. I'm afraid of snake. And he wants to, if I buy from his birthday a snake, he will be very happy. But this is very strange. I don't know why. I have to understand that he's my child and he's so strange. No problem. We have to understand. If I buy a book, he will say, oh, yes, thank you. This has 12 years and we will say thank you. But if I buy a snake, that will be very happy. So we have to understand many. The problem in our work in stage is that we look just for not predictable reaction. So we change the reaction, we change the thing. So we make this game for 10 times. So now if we are in our class, we will say, make it again and change the gift. So Viorica said, wow, it's my precious book. And the second time, no, change, put a snake. Or third time you put, I don't know, and something and so on. And you change the thing and you change the reaction. And the reactions have to be not the same, just unpredictable. And this is how we work in our on the stage. This is many reaction in many situation of life. Yeah, but and how we develop the imagination. Imagine that on the stage an actor drink only water, and he has water in coffee, water in tea, water like whiskey, water like every drink, and the actors drink just water, and the people in the spectators, they must understand that you drink whiskey, and the actors drink 5 glasses with water, and he's drunk, but he's not, and people in the spectator said, oh, now it's okay, now he will be down, and he will be down, but he drink only water, because the actor has imagination, and the spectators understand. This is how imagination works, and this is how we develop imagination. Andreea, facem exercițiul cu schimbarea identității? Ok. Povestea. Yes. Hai cu traducerea, cu translate. L-ai făcut? Da, să translate din limba lor și noi să înțelegem. Yes, yeah. Ok, sorry.
Okay. So,
the game that we will do is called the expert and the translator, and we will work by pairs once again, and one of you will be the expert that will speak in his or her own language, and the other person will translate for us in English. The thing is that normally, for example, when we do this exercise, just so you will know it, we use gibberish. It's called. It's like a language that is invented. You cannot find it somewhere. It has some sounds. Perhaps if we have if we have time, we will play a game with invented words as well. But now we will imagine, because you have different languages and it's difficult to understand our languages. We will try to do this with your own language, because for us it's gibberish anyways. So who wants to be the expert and the translator for the first round? Natalia and Gayan. Okay, so which one of you wants to be the expert that talks about something? Okay, Natalia, you will be the expert. You will talk in your language, which is Georgian. Yes. And Gayan, you are from Armenia, which is perfect. That means that you will not understand. So you will talk, you will just imagine what Natalia is telling us about, what she's explaining us. And you will talk to us in English, and you will try to translate what Natalia tries to tell us in her language. But Natalia, you have to be like very convincing. I mean, you have to use your body language. Yeah. Okay. And also Abhishek and Viorica, let's give them a topic on which they will discuss. So we will ease up the job for Natalia and Gayan.
Yeah, I was just going to ask for the topic, or is it free? Yeah.
Yeah, we will give you a topic now. It can be whatever. She can talk about aliens that wear red shoes for disappearing. It can be whatever we want. It doesn't have to be something that is real, that is actually existing in our reality. It can be whatever.
Taking the train, the one that Harry Potter took to go,
train,
to study.
Taking the train.
Taking a train, and what's happening there in the train.
Okay, but let's make it more specific. So it's a train that takes us to the study, and it's a magic train. So the magic train.
Hogwarts. So the train taking to Hogwarts, and you discussing, shall I say what they're discussing or not?
No, just the topic. So it's the train that's taking you to Hogwarts.
Yeah,
the train that's
and
taking you
you are a freshman. You are just a freshman.
But she's an expert. She will talk about how these pupils are transported to Hogwarts, because she's an expert. She's going to talk to us
Guys,
from the
but
position
do you
of
know
the
Harry Potter? Maybe you don't know Harry Potter.
I know Harry Potter, but this is the
no, Natalia. Natalia, do you know?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay, good, good. No, there are people who don't know who Harry Potter is. That's why I specified, maybe.
So Natalia, you are going to talk as an expert about, and Gayan will translate for us, about transporting new pupils, new students to Hogwarts in a very, very cloudy day by the magic train.
And the story should not be the real story. Yeah, sure, not forms of you.
No, it's your imagination that you're putting at work, and Gayan is also using her imagination to try to translate to us what you're saying. So we can't wait to hear you. We're looking forward.
Actually, დღეს, როდესაც გადაწყდა სკოლის მოსწავლეების ჰოგვარტში, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, გადაადგილება მატარებლით, ჰოგვარტის მიმართულებით.
But stop for a while, so she will translate for us. Stop. Don't forget that you have a translator. Now, Gayan, please let us know what she said, because we didn't understand anything.
it is difficult for me because I don't know Georgian language.
No, but it's good that you don't know Georgian language. It's good. Use your imagination and just try to tell us what she talked about. It's good that you don't understand Georgian.
I think Natalia is telling us about an action that happens in this morning
Okay.
or today. By in a road when she's going to the work.
Okay, but remember we are talking now about the Hogwarts train. Gayen, you know Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, yes.
So we are talking about
she's talking about Harry Potter.
She's talking about Hogwarts, the train that takes new pupils to Hogwarts on a cloudy day. This is the topic. And she's speaking in Georgian because for us it's gibberish anyways. And you have to translate for us in English,
maybe,
but using your imagination. You are not actually translating what she's saying. You're just trying to guess what she wants to say and
I can
create a story for us.
I think verbal communication is the important side, yes, in this game, because
Yes,
she has to guess by verbal.
Yeah. And your facial expressions and things like that. Yeah.
Non-verbal.
I don't know you. I will try, but maybe first time another people should guess.
Okay. So you want you want somebody else to be the translator?
Yes, I don't know.
Viorica will be the translator. Okay, Viorica doesn't understand Georgian, so we're good. We will. Okay, so we will talk about the Hogwarts train, but we will talk about the Hogwarts train that was eaten by a giant butterfly. And so now the expert comes to tell us how they are going to solve the issue. Are we going to have the Hogwarts train again, or we are left without the Hogwarts train? Natalia, you have the floor.
მოკლედ ერთ მშვენიერ დღეს, როდესაც სკოლის მოსწავლეები მიყავდათ Hogwarts მიმართულებით და როგორც მოგახსენეთ იყო.
So guys, don't worry, we are still heading to Hogwarts, and I'm just going to show you all the organs of this giant butterfly because you will need this in your future classes.
This is how it goes. Natalia, you say a phrase,
There was no
and then
butterfly.
Translates, okay?
Yeah, I'm just going now to tell about butterfly. I was just on the road. Yeah. Now I'll start about butterfly. Yeah. I don't hear.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you're thinking, we will talk about what you were thinking afterwards. It's okay.
You just say and I translate. I don't know what I translate.
Okay. It's okay. უამინდობის მიუხედავად, ეს იყო ცხადია ერთ-ერთი პრობლემა, გზაში შეხვდა ძალიან დიდი გიგანტური პეპელა, რომელმაც საბოლოო ჯამში დიდხანს უარ გამიგრძელდეს კითხვა, გადაყლაპა ჩვენი მატარებელი.
So actually, guys, you should be very lucky because this giant butterfly has swollen us. So we should be very proud that we finally have got the chance of being inside and seeing what's here inside. Now, let us start with the heart. Let's go there.
როგორ განვითარდა მოვლენები ამ შესახებ, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, თქმა ჩემთვის არ არის მარტივი, ვინაიდან მე არ ვიყავი ერთ-ერთი, რომელიც გზავრობდა ამ კონკრეტული, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, მატარებლით სკოლის მოსწავლეებთან.
So you see that the heart doesn't look like a human heart, right? It's totally different, but it's still full of love, guys, and it loves us because it has swollen us. Now, from the heart, we're heading directly to down through the veins to the stomach. Do you know why the stomach is important? Because the gut is there, the gut feeling. So finally, you'll see how the gut feeling looks like.
იმედია მეცნიერები უახლოეს პერიოდში გამოიგონებენ ისეთ, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, შესაძლებლობებს, რაც მოგვცემს იმის შესაძლებლობას, რომ გადავარჩინოთ ადამიანები, რომლებსაც მომავალში გადაყლაპავს გიგანტური პეპელა.
So, but here we are, but where is the intuition? Where's this gut? Probably that's why she swallowed us, because the gut feeling didn't work. We will look at it later on, but as you can see, the brain here is in the stomach of this giant butterfly. So do you know what is there in the head? Would you like to find out? Let us go back and see what's there in the head.
ამასობაში აღმოჩნდეთ ისეთი ადამიანი, რომელსაც ქვია ვიორიკა კონრადი, რომელიც ძალიან კარგად ერკვევა მსგავს საკითხებში და ვფიქრობ, ის როგორც ერთ-ერთი ექსპერტი დაგვეხმარება ამ კონკრეტული საკითხის, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, მოგვარებაში, ან კონკრეტული გზების აღმოჩენაში, რაც დაგვეხმარება ამ მიმართულებით.
So, as you can see, we climb up the throat. The throat is with very beautiful, strong vocal cords. So that's why she makes this unusual sound when she swallows people. Do you remember? Have you heard the sound? Particularly, most probably you heard how Viorica Kondrat screamed when she got swallowed. This is later on the butterfly imitates the sound, and whenever she will swallow another student, the student will hear Viorica Kondrat scream. Okay, now let's get to the head, to the brain.
როგორც ამასობაში გახდა აგრეთვე ცნობილი, ვიორიკა კონრადი უკვე იმყოფება შემთხვევის ადგილას და ცდილობს სკოლის მოსწავლეების, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, გადარჩენას მისი, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, კონკრეტული მიდგომებით, რაც მთელ მსოფლიოში იცის მხოლოდ მან.
Surprise, surprise! Just like the gut, let's say the head doesn't contain anything, but we've noticed that the brain is in the stomach. So what is here in the head? You see that the scream of Viorica Kondrat is stored here. We can now imagine the scream. Pay attention how the rhythm of that scream is vibrating in the head. So you might need the headphones, because otherwise you might get deaf because of the scream.
ამასობაში ჩვენ ხვდებით სოფლიოში, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, სოფლიო საოცრების, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, საოცრად მოვლენასთან კავშირი შეიძლება ითქვას, რადგან აღმოვაჩინეთ ადამიანი, რომელმაც შეძლო ჩვენი სკოლის მოსწავლეების, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, გადარჩენა.
Okay, but it has come down now. Why? What do you think? Because I think the butterfly is just going to spit us. So guys, prepare yourselves, stay in your positions, because in 1, 2, 3, she's going to spit us.
ახლა ჩვენ ვიმყოფებით მოვლენების ეპიცენტრში და წარმოგიდგენთ ვიორიკა კონრადს, რომელმაც შეძლო და გადაარჩინა ჩვენი სკოლის მოსწავლეები. ვიორიკა.
So, now, finally, we are out of the butterfly. And Viorica Quadrat is also wow out of the butterfly. You see, she's happy, smiling there. So nothing happens to you when you get inside the butterfly. Moreover, as I have told you, we are lucky to have gut in the butterfly's stomach, to be swollen by the butterfly, because guys, do you know what has happened? We've got more magical powers. So from now on, all the dementors are going to die the moment they see us.
მადლობა ჩვენ დაგებრუნდებით უახლოესი მოვლენებით. დროებით გემშვიდობებით.
So now it's time to get back on train and heading to Hogwarts.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. A big round of applause. Yeah. Great.
I
Do
will
you
look
want
for
to
someone
switch?
who knows Georgian, and they will tell
I
me
see,
what is Viorica
here.
Quadrat doing in that Georgian discourse.
Well, it was very funny. Thank you very
I
much.
really liked it. It was funny, interesting, and very challenging.
Yes, of course, it was funny. And I see here it is important to present the situation with conviction.
Okay, so do you want to switch roles? Like if you want to be
But maybe the others would like also to.
or if the others want to.
Abhishek and Diana. Yeah. Kind of not.
So Abhishek, Gayan, do you want?
I don't know.
If you don't know, then we can go to another game, but I wanted to ask you if you want to experiment these roles.
It's
What will be the
really
topic, ma'am?
revigorating.
The topic, we will establish the topic. If you want to do a round, we will find the topic. So do you want or not? Because I'm not a mind reader yet.
Okay, I am ready, ma'am.
Okay.
You
Who
should
wants
have
to-
come with us on that train, you know, and get swollen by the butterfly.
Then we can
Okay.
write a new book. Yes, new Harry Potter reading.
Okay, Abhishek, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the expert or do you want to be the translator?
I want to become expert and someone will translate.
Okay, so who wants to translate for Abhishek? If nobody wants to translate for Abhishek, I will translate for Abhishek, so Abhishek will play. So, Abhishek. So
I have
no,
to say,
first of all, let's talk about the topic. So what's going to be the topic on which we discuss?
Twilight.
Twilight?
Yeah, something that is known. I'm not sure Pygmalion is known by all of you. But some,
But
or
it can
Hamlet,
be
maybe
something
Hamlet.
Abstract. It can be something.
Abstract.
Yes.
On a spaceship.
Whatever, it can be whatever. It can be like the 3 little dogs that had bicycles on their tails.
No, I know. A group of people go to, you know that Elon Musk wants to populate Mars. So
Okay.
you are the group of people finally getting there to populate Mars and start a new life there.
Okay, so he's the expert on populating Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abhishek, you are going to be the expert that is explaining to us, and I'm going to be the one that translates. how is this process going of populating Mars? And you'll
ma'am, I have
talk
to
in your native language.
yeah, okay. My native language is Hindi, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gibberish for me because I don't know any Indian words.
Okay. It's all right.
It's
May I try
okay.
now?
Yes.
सभी को नमस्कार, नमस्ते साथियों। और मैं बहुत ही एक्साइटेड हूँ क्योंकि एक विशेष यात्रा जो कि हमारे पृथ्वी से, अर्थ से स्टार्ट होकर एक दूसरे ग्रह पर, मार्स पे जाने की यात्रा है।
So good evening, everyone. We are here to this marvelous reunion of the people that want to be selected to populate Mars. We are going to give you now some hints on what we are going to do in order to populate the planet Mars.
जैसा कि हम सभी अवेयर हैं कि पृथ्वी की पॉपुलेशन बढ़ती जा रही है और हमारे अर्थ पे कुछ भी स्पेस नहीं बचा है, इसलिए इस यात्रा की अत्यंत आवश्यकता है।
First of all, let me be clear about something. We have only a spaceship that is available to do all the trips to the planet Mars. So we will have to do perhaps several trips to the planet Mars. So we will take all the people that want to go and be the new people of Mars.
ओह दैट्स ग्रेट। इस समय इस जूम मीटिंग में हम 13 पीपल हैं। आप सभी लोग रेडी हैं?
We already have a list of people that registered, but guess what? That registration is not anymore taking into consideration. You need to register again because we lost somehow the papers that were on the internet. So that is why I'm giving you now the information that we will do several trips to Mars and there is only one ship.
Oh, that's great. Now अब हमारी यात्रा स्टार्ट हो गई है और हम मार्स पे उतर रहे हैं। यहाँ पे वायुमंडल ब्लू है, स्काई ब्लू है और यहाँ पे पानी नहीं है।
So it's going to be a really interesting trip. You will see that the sky is really red in some parts because it's filled with a lot of energy. And the ship is really well prepared and organized for taking up to 200 people to Mars. So that is why we will do several trips. We will do several trips in 1 year or something like that. As I was saying, you will have very beautiful views on the screens of on the windows of the ship, of the spaceship. You will see the sky that is sometimes red, sometimes black, depending on what kind of energy holds the universe in that particular moment.
विरोरिका मैम एंड नतालिया मैम ने अपना फूड और पानी का अरेंजमेंट किया है।
Și vom avea and we will have
उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा भोजन बनाया है।
We will have Viorica and Natalia. They are our coordinators of all these space trips that we are going to do, and they will organize these trips, and they will take care of you, very good take care of you. They will be like the commanders of this spaceship.
They are the food coordinators who will provide the food. Okay, now
and they will be reachable only by phone, not by email. So you have to find their phones, phone numbers. It is quite difficult. It's like a puzzle. It's like a quest. You'll have to complete in order to find their phones because, of course, we will not allow anyone to go to Mars.
That's great. May I need to continue, ma'am, or shall we stop?
No, it's okay. Thank you. How was Andrea? He managed. He said what? Yes.
See, at most managed. It was at most in synchronous with my word. The translation was synchronous.
What do you think? This game is it's a complex game because it's about imagination. In Abijek, what he do? He imaginate the world. He imaginate a ship to Mars. But what Andrea does? He what? It's about imagination, yes, but not. It's about intuition.
She tries to render, let's
It's
say,
about
the spirit,
intuition.
the emotions of
Yes,
Ashibek.
It's about intuition.
Abhishek.
We have many games because the intuition can be developed. In actor's life, intuition is very important. What Andrea does, that this is he think what he said, what Abhijek said. He said about this and about that, and it's very important that because he knows English, Abhijek knows English, they work together. And this is very good. Andrea used his intuition, and he was, they work in, they don't have the same language, but they work together. Yes.
And sorry for the Romanian that escaped there, but it's my native language, so
Normal. We speak in our language first. Yes. Okay. Tomorrow we will speak about what, Andrea?
about creative writing
Creative writing.
and about our creative potential.
And for tomorrow, you have to read a play from Chekhov, no? Huh? We spoke about this.
Nu cred.
No, I write,
Please tell us the hour too, because today I had to miss 1 hour.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We see tomorrow. At what time? 3 o'clock?
No, 3 o'clock Romanian time, which means 4 o'clock your time. So 3 o'clock our time, Romanian time. 4 o'clock, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We see you tomorrow, and we will write creative things.
Thank you. Have a nice
Okay,
evening.
bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Goodbye.
And don't worry, Natalia, the video will be posted on the platform. So
Thanks.
you're welcome.
Bye.
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 See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye bye.